Fish farming is the practice of raising fish commercially in tanks or enclosures. It is also known as aquaculture. Fish farming is a rapidly growing sector of the food industry. It provides a sustainable source of protein for a growing population. Fish farming has been practiced for centuries. It has evolved into a sophisticated industry with the potential to meet the world's growing demand for seafood. Fish farming can be done in freshwater, saltwater, or brackish water. The most common species of fish farmed include salmon, tilapia, catfish, and shrimp. Fish farming operations vary in size and complexity. Some farms are small and family-run, others are large and industrial. Regardless of size, all fish farms share the same basic goal: to raise healthy fish for human consumption. Fish farming is a complex and challenging endeavor, but it's also a rewarding one that plays a vital role in feeding the world. Aquaculture is not a new concept. In fact, evidence suggests that ancient civilizations have been practicing forms of fish farming for thousands of years. The Chinese were some of the earliest pioneers of aquaculture. They cultivated carp in rice paddies as far back as 2500 BC. This integrated approach provided both a source of protein and a way to fertilize their crops. The Romans also practiced aquaculture, constructing elaborate pond systems to raise fish for consumption. These ponds were often stocked with species like trout and mullet, showcasing their understanding of different species' needs. Further west, the Greeks developed techniques for oyster cultivation. They built artificial reefs to provide suitable habitats for these shellfish to thrive. These early examples demonstrate the ingenuity and resourcefulness of ancient cultures in utilizing their surroundings to secure a stable food supply. The techniques developed over time laid the groundwork for modern aquaculture practices. Fish farms can be categorized based on the water salinity and the farming system used. The most common types are freshwater, saltwater, brackish water, and recirculating aquaculture systems, or RAS. Freshwater fish farms raise fish in ponds, lakes, or raceways filled with fresh water. This type of farming is suitable for species like tilapia, catfish, and trout. Saltwater fish farms, on the other hand, are located in coastal areas or offshore. They utilize cages or net pens to contain fish within a specific area of the ocean. Common species raised in saltwater farms include salmon, tuna, and cod. Brackish water farms operate in areas where freshwater and saltwater mix, such as estuaries or mangrove swamps. This environment is ideal for species that thrive in varying salinities, like shrimp and milkfish. RAS is a land-based system that recirculates and filters water within a closed-loop system. This method minimizes water usage and waste discharge, making it a more environmentally friendly option. RAS is suitable for a variety of species. Fish farming involves a series of carefully managed operations to ensure the health, growth, and quality of the fish. These operations include broodstock management, hatchery operations, grow-out operations, and harvesting and processing. Broodstock management involves selecting and caring for the adult fish that will produce the eggs and sperm for the next generation. Hatchery operations focus on hatching fertilized eggs in a controlled environment. This ensures a high survival rate for the larvae. Once the fish have reached a certain size, they are transferred to larger tanks or enclosures for grow-out operations. During this phase, farmers monitor water quality. They also provide appropriate feed and prevent diseases. Finally, harvesting and processing involve carefully collecting the mature fish. They are then processed into various products for market. Each of these operations requires specialized knowledge and skills. Successful fish farming relies on a deep understanding of fish biology, water chemistry, and environmental management. Fish farming offers numerous benefits, addressing various aspects of food security, economic growth, and environmental sustainability. One of the most significant benefits is its contribution to global food security. With a growing global population, fish farming provides a reliable and efficient way to produce high-quality protein. It supplements capture fisheries, which are facing increasing pressure. Economically, fish farming creates jobs and generates income, particularly in rural and coastal communities. It also contributes to export earnings for countries involved in the industry. From an environmental perspective, well-managed fish farms can help reduce pressure on wild fish stocks. They provide an alternative source of seafood for consumers. Furthermore, certain types of fish farming, such as integrated multi-trophic aquaculture or IMTA, can have positive environmental impacts. IMTA systems cultivate different species together. For example, they might cultivate fish alongside seaweed and shellfish. This mimics natural ecosystems and helps reduce waste. Section 6. Challenges facing fish farming. Despite its numerous benefits, fish farming also faces significant challenges that need to be addressed for the industry to achieve truly sustainable growth. Disease management is a major concern in aquaculture. High stocking densities can increase the risk of disease outbreaks. These outbreaks can lead to significant economic losses. Water quality management is crucial for fish health and environmental protection. Discharge of waste from fish farms can pollute surrounding waters. This can harm other aquatic life. Feed management is another challenge. Finding sustainable and cost-effective sources of feed is crucial to reducing the environmental impact of fish farming. Market fluctuations and consumer perceptions can also pose challenges. Price volatility and consumer preferences for specific species can impact the profitability of fish farms. Addressing these challenges requires ongoing research, technological innovation, and responsible farming practices. Section 7. Sustainable fish farming practices. To ensure the long-term viability of fish farming, it is crucial to adopt sustainable practices that minimize environmental impact, promote fish health, and ensure social responsibility. Recirculating aquaculture systems, or RAS, are a promising example of sustainable aquaculture. RAS reduces water usage and waste discharge by treating and recirculating water within a closed system. Integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, or IMTA, mimics natural ecosystems. It cultivates different species together to create a balanced and sustainable system. Organic fish farming prohibits the use of synthetic pesticides, antibiotics, and genetically modified organisms, promoting ecological balance. Best management practices, or BMPs, encompass a range of guidelines and standards for responsible fish farming. These practices include proper site selection, waste management, disease prevention, and responsible sourcing of feed and other inputs. Section 8. The future of fish farming. The future of fish farming depends on our ability to address the challenges. We also need to embrace sustainable practices. As the global population continues to grow, the demand for seafood will only increase. Fish farming will play an even more critical role in meeting this demand. Innovation and technology will be key drivers of sustainability in the industry. Advancements in feed formulations, disease management, and waste treatment will help minimize the environmental footprint of fish farming. Consumer education and awareness are also crucial. By choosing sustainably sourced seafood, consumers can support responsible fish farming practices. They can contribute to a healthier planet. Section 9. Conclusion. Responsible fish farming for a brighter future. Fish farming is a vital industry. It provides a sustainable source of protein for a growing population. By embracing sustainable practices and addressing the challenges, we can ensure that fish farming continues to nourish generations to come. Responsible fish farming practices balance economic viability with environmental stewardship. Through innovation, collaboration, and a commitment to responsible practices, we can harness the potential of fish farming to contribute to a more food-secure and sustainable future.